Hello and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Dragon's Dogma 2 and we're doing another armor video. Today it's going to be for the Warrior Vocation, as you may be able to tell from our strapping young specimen of a warrior standing here before you. And so before we dive into the content of the video, I just want to say, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're desperately trying to get ourselves above that 100,000 subscriber mountain peak. We're at a little over 81,000 at the time of recording this video. Hopefully by the time of release, we're well over 100,000. I seriously doubt it, but hey, stuff happens. Not on my channel, but sometimes stuff happens. But anyway, whether you're a long-time viewer or this is the first time you've ever seen anything on this channel, please subscribe. I think you'll find that if you like this video, there's a lot of other stuff here that you'll also like, and a lot of stuff in the future that I hope you'll like too. So now let's just dive on into the video. So basically, just in a nutshell, I like to explain what I'm doing with these videos. I went through, collected every single piece of armor and clothing in the entire game, upgraded them all the way with the Dwarven enchantments, because I find that for armor and clothing in this game, that's just the best route to go, and then also Dragon Forged them. Then I collected all the stats, compiled them, broke them down by available vocations for each piece, and ranked them all. And then I take that into account when building outfits or armor sets for these vocations, since they aren't really all that fixed or set in the game already. So what I do is I try to use high quality pieces of armor, stuff that has very good stats, and also kind of fits the theme of the vocation that we're going for. And for this one, some of them are not the highest stat ones, but I avoided a lot of the ones that I've used and I think are more appropriate for like the fighter class. I used ones that I think really work for the warrior. So like I say, I try to aim for high stats, but what most matters is that it looks good. So let's dive on in and start off with the first outfit for our warrior vocation. And so this is what I'm calling the Tribal Sergeant. It's made up of the Sergeant's Armet, a rough-hewn soldier's helmet, safeguards the neck without restricting the wearer's vision. The Tribal Brace, armor comprising shoulder guards and sheets of metal, favored by greatsword wielders for its freeing mobility. The Bandit Greaves, leg armor that offer additional protection below the knees. With steady use, the weight becomes more reassuring than burdensome. And no cape or cloak. Stats on this one are a total weight of 4.45 kilograms. The defense on this one is 211, so nowhere near the best you could get stat-wise for a lot of the available warrior stuff, but still considerably better than a lot of other armor in the game. It has a magic defense of 119 and a knockdown resistance of 190. So like I said, I'm using, these items in here are not top tier for the warrior class, but I think they look very good together and provide good enough stats that you can play very seriously with it, and obviously it just looks excellent for a warrior. This is what you picture when you think of a big barbarian wielding a great sword or a great big axe or something like that. So I think aesthetically speaking, this one is fantastic and epitomizes what it means to be a barbarian, or in this game, a warrior. So that is our first outfit. Let's move on to our second one. All right, our second outfit we're looking at today is what I'm calling the Final Cyclops. And this one, again, I think plays very, very well into the stereotype of what you would expect from this class of character in a game like this. So it's made up of the Malorian Cyclops Veil, a helmet crafted in the aspect of a Cyclops. For these fearsome monsters inspire awe as well as loathing. The Final Roar, armor fashioned from hide, said to have been carved amid the monster's death throes, channels the wearer's latent strength into savage might. The Dauntless Greaves, armor with the monster's likeness wrought over the knees. These adornment offer little in the way of utility, but battles are not won on practicality alone. And the Commander's Mantle, a large cloak trimmed with fur about the neck, prized among soldiers stationed in freezing climes. So this outfit obviously it just exposes a ton of the body, so again, if you're going for stereotypical medieval fantasy barbarian type build, well, this is obviously the way to go, because they show all their skin. And so this one, has the entire torso, most of the arms, and everything from the knee up, and is totally exposed. Even the toes are exposed on the footwear. So, doesn't scream heavy armor protection, but definitely does lean into that warrior barbarian aesthetic. I like that a lot of the stuff matches, so the Final Roar itself kind of goes with all sorts of stuff, but using the Cyclops Veil and the Dauntless Greaves, which are styled very similarly to each other with, the horns on either side and the Cyclops eye, I think it ties the whole thing together and looks very good. Stats on this one are a weight of 5.51 kilograms, a defense of 362, a magic defense of 176, and a knockdown resistance of 244. So stat-wise, significantly better than the first outfit. Not as good as we're gonna get, but already already pretty serious armor, especially considering, I think, how good it looks and how much of the body you're still able to expose as a brave barbarian. So that's our second outfit. Our third outfit is what I call the Indomitable General, and I think you can, you'll probably gather why. It's made up of the Valorous Helm, a grand helmet that covers the entire head, offering protection equal to its majesty. Those who don it are certain to meet any challenge with vim and courage. The Indomitable Armor. Lamellar armor with barbs affixed to the shoulders, one can only envy the brazenness of the artisan willing to grant such a name to their own work. The Meddlesome Cuisses. Leg armor that extends from thigh to ankle. With such protection, the wearer needs not fear the sting of stray arrows. And the General's Mantle, a ceremonial mantle worn by soldiers of rank. The cloth of its make repels moisture. And so this one is obviously a much heavier type of, really heavy-duty solid metal, or for the most part armor. And so that's why A, I think it goes good with the whole general persona, and B, stylistically, it still appears to be very, rough and tumble barbarian, a little brutal. We've got spikes on it and different scale and all that sort of stuff going on. Big horned helmet, definitely still feels like it belongs on a barbarian/warrior type. Stats on this one are a weight of 7.52 kilograms, make it the second heaviest on this list, has a defense of 466, a magic defense of 235, and a knockdown resistance of 321. So we're already getting into the ridiculously good armor category here. This is one of the better suits of armor overall in the game, and I think it definitely, aesthetically speaking, fits very well with the warrior role. So that is the Indomitable General. Let's move on to our fourth armor set. Alright, our fourth outfit is what I'm calling the Ravager Beastren, and now maybe it looks a little silly on me because I have a human character, but maybe if you have a Beastren character, especially a big bulky one, maybe this would look even better, but I still think it looks pretty good. So this one is made up of the Ravager Lord's Helm, a crude helmet fashioned from monster bones and fangs, said to be a relic of Leonardo, a warrior once so feared as to earn the title Ravager Lord. The Beastren Pride, rugged armor that only partially covers the torso, a masterwork of the Beastren armorer Denul. In spite of its name, it fits human shoulders just as well. And the Diabolic Cuisses, leg armor with a monster motif, keeps the wearer much lighter on their feet than its appearance suggests. And then we do not have a cape or cloak. And so the stats on this one are 4.91 kilograms for the weight, 487 for the defense, 230 for the magic defense, and 367 for the knockdown resistance. So pretty much just better in every way than all the other ones that we've covered so far. Like I said, I think the bulkier, the bigger and bulkier your character is, the better this suit of armor will look on them. I think my character is maybe a little bit too thin for it. But other than that, aesthetically speaking, of course, this is extremely barbarian. You've got the big skull helmet with a bunch of fur or hair or whatever around it. Then you've got the torso covering is just two huge, super heavy-duty plated arms and the torso totally exposed. We've got our leather skirt-looking armor and that big boots that match the scales on our arms. I think it looks great together, and it definitely screams warrior barbarian. So that is our Ravager Beastren, our fourth armor set for the Warrior Vocation. Let's move on to our fifth and final armor set. And finally, at our number one spot, our fifth one that we're looking at for the Warrior Vocation, we have the Agamenian Dominator, and this one is made up of the Agamenian Gallia. Ancient Agaman was home to an order of knights renowned for their savage valor. This helmet was crafted based on historic accounts of their deeds. The Dominator's armor adorned with a multitude of faces said to be the means of past arisen, and other legendary figures who wore it, bizarre but remarkably sturdy. Executioner's greaves, leg armor wrought from layered plates of steel designed to ensure stable footing even when the wearer is carrying a heavy load, and the Admiral's Mantle, a durable mantle that can weather cuts and stabs without tearing, made from a flexible material to prevent entanglement when wielding larger weapons. And so this one just, is the epitome of what you can possibly make out of a warrior's armor set in the game. It's made of some of the absolute best items, and they all just look really good together, at least in my opinion. Stats on this one are a total weight of 7.86 kilograms, so it is the heaviest suit on this list. A defense of 627, making it, if not the best, one of the absolute best suits of armor in the whole game. A magic defense of 297, and a knockdown resistance of 521, so just ridiculously high. This thing is just the tankiest suit of armor that I was able to put together for the Warrior Vocation, and like I said, it looks great. All of this stuff fits together so well. It looks fantastic. So Not really any room for improvement on that one, at least in my opinion, but that is the last one that we're looking at today. And so that's all for our top 5 best warrior armor sets in Dragon's Dogma 2. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you like any of these sets, or maybe you think some of them look stupid, or you think that there's a much better set that you can make, why don't you let me know any of that stuff down in the comment section below. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.